Okay, now we're going to do the back, and you will need your piece A back piece that is cut on this fold. And you will need your piece B flap exterior. You will need your pocket piece E and another zipper. You will need your piece G ring attachers, D ring attachers, plus the D rings. And if you are doing some sort of vinyl or some sort of fabric that might stretch over time or wear through, then I would do some sort of stabilizer that you can put on the inside. And I used 1-inch grosgrain ribbon. So first I'm going to set aside all but the back exterior and the pocket, because we are going to sew ourselves another pocket. And I'm going to speed this part of the video up a bit because you just saw me sew a pocket already. And it's the exact same way. So I'm just going to speed this up just a little bit. You are now done sewing your back pocket. And you need your piece G ring attachers and any sort of stabilizer that you're using. For the mini size, you will be doing this as well, but whereas for the small and large, you will be folding your G piece like that. With the mini size, you'll be folding it towards the middle and then in half to make a 1/2 inch wide strip rather than 1 inch wide. So that's the difference between the mini and the small and the large. But they do use the same pattern piece. And so I'm going to take this ribbon and stick it in the center and fold this in. If you don't have some sort of stabilizer, you can just draw a line right in the middle and then fold to that line. And then on the other side, I'm going to fold it as well so it meets the center mark, or the center, so it meets the raw edge of the other side, right in the center. And I'm going to repeat that with the second one. And now I have both of them ready to go. And I am going to, I still have my zipper foot on. I am going to put my normal foot on and stitch these about 1/4 inch from the edge. Okay, I'm going to show you a different way of doing this that I find easier with vinyl than especially vinyl like mine that is not wanting to stay in place. You can use this with any fabric, not just vinyl. I have my double-sided tape. I use pretty heavy-duty double-sided tape from Wawak, W-A-W-A-K. And I put this down in the middle. And then fold my first side over. And then my second side. And this is just much easier than holding everything in place with the clips. And now it should just go zoom right underneath. Well, it still has the stickiness that I do need to fight. But I'll try my Teflon foot, and if that doesn't work, I'll have to use some stabilizer. Here's the Teflon foot. Oops. Of course, everything that will go wrong goes wrong when you're videotaping it. So my stitches are very crooked right then. But I'm going to keep moving forward. Ah, that side's better. And I'm going to take my finished one and wrap it around the bottom of a D-ring. And I'm going to stitch the ends together. Oh, my Teflon foot keeps dropping off. Okay, and I will repeat this with the second one. Okay, I've got both of my D-rings ready to go. And I'm going to be sewing together the back A piece and the flat piece. But first, we need to put these D-rings where they go. And I have them 1 inch from the edge and about 1/2 inch or even a little more off of this edge. Same thing on this side. Now I'm going to stitch them in place here. Okay. And same thing over here. You can stitch back and forth this a couple of times. I'm just doing it one time because vinyl, if you stitch over it too many times, you're going to perforate it. And I'm going to now attach these together with sewing clips. Go carefully over the thickness of these D-ring attachers. And you might want to use a zipper foot so that your foot does not get caught here. I actually think mine will be okay. I'm testing it out before I sew. All right, and I'm going to sew across. Remember, we're at a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. But if my foot starts struggling with this, I'm going to switch to a zipper foot. You might need a hump jumper there if you use those. And I'm probably going to sew over this one more time on the back because my machine went a little crooked here. My machine knows I'm in a hurry because I've got to pick up my son from preschool, so it's acting out. I'm going to sew over this again from the back because I noticed that my seam went kind of crooked. I don't want a crooked seam. This side looks like it didn't go too crooked, but I'm also going to sew over it just for a little extra security. Okay. And finally, I'm going to top stitch the back, and I do need to switch to blue thread for this. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure the seam points towards the bottom, and I'm going to increase my stitch length and just top stitch over this. And here's your finished back. You're going to set it aside for a moment because now we're going to work on some inside pockets.